Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. I mean, well, it's evening for our friends in
Well,
Spain.
for us, it's morning, and this is kind of cool because we get to have our coffee together. Well,
I
it's
know.
later here than it is where Heidi's at, so I've already almost finished my coffee. I'm gonna need more.
Where did you get a Starbucks?
Charlie went to get coffee yesterday, and he kept this one in the fridge for me. So when I woke up, I had.
That's really sweet.
It's an Easter miracle.
It is an Easter miracle. Let me get my coffee.
So the drive-through Starbucks are open. Well, only like one around here.
Oh.
And we only go once in a while just to,
Yeah.
for a little treat.
Little treat. Hi, friends in Spain, Metal Hammer Metal Circus. I'm Heidi from Butcher Babies.
And I'm Carla from Butcher Babies.
And this is kind of fun.
I've been to Sevilla. Hi, hello to Sevilla. I went there on my very first trip to Spain. So years ago, I left my job and I went to Spain for 2 weeks by myself, and it was a crazy experience. And I spent a week in that city, and it's so cool, like with all the flamenco and everything. Awesome.
Barcelona is one of my favorite cities ever.
I love Barcelona
ever.
too. I could totally live there. It's such a livable city. I would definitely move there in a heartbeat if I had the opportunity to live abroad for a while.
Let's see if I can hook you up somewhere. Anyway, hi.
So what's going on, guys?
What's everyone doing?
How is your quarantine wherever you are? It's been a pretty crazy time for everybody, I know. Gosh, it's just so surreal. It happened so fast. Me and Heidi were like literally ripped apart from each other.
I know, we were hanging out the day before they put us in lockdown.
We went out to the bar, had some drinks, and everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, our worlds changed.
I know, I took an Uber. That was amazing. That's like a foreign thought now.
I know, right? My last time in the Uber, and then actually even getting on the plane, I was kind of paranoid. I had a little bottle of Lysol, and I like sprayed down everything around me with no shame.
Yeah. Hey,
and I wore a mask the whole time, which actually I was kind of nice to wear the mask on the plane. I felt like I'm going to do that on every trip now, especially when we have to go on long distances. I think I'm going to do that all the time.
Really? Oh my gosh, I feel claustrophobic because we have to wear them here.
It was actually really,
required.
I don't know, I felt like cozy in it. So
yeah.
But so we've been working together on our new album from afar, even though we can't be together. And I think it's actually been a really cool time for creative people. As sad as it is with what's going on in the world, it's been kind of cool for us to actually have the time and space to just work on our art constantly.
To have that as our main focus has been so nice. Just not everyday life isn't interrupting, if you will, as it usually does. So I've actually taken this into stride, and it's been really cool, and being able to do all these creative things that we didn't really have time for before. But it has been a strain with all the tours being canceled, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it kind of helps a little bit to know that everyone's in the same boat, I guess, when I start feeling stressed out and worried about, money. Guys in metal bands, we do not make money unless we're on tour. So we've lost all of our income, along with many of you that have lost your income, of course, throughout all this. So it's a very stressful time for everybody, but we're trying to make the best of it. Dogs help.
Yeah, this little lady helps. She snuggles me.
My dog is too big to lift up, or else I'd show you guys. She's around here somewhere.
I saw Dominic asked how long we're on lockdown for. They just told us now till May 15th. We were supposed to leave on tour next Saturday. So in 6 days, but
yeah.
Raj, Carla, he's reading your book.
Oh, awesome. It's a good time to read books, right? So turn off your TVs and read a good book.
I actually haven't been watching as much TV as I thought I would this last week, because we have been doing all these fun things, like planning like this morning show thing we've been doing, which we'll do tomorrow. We did a 24-hour live Twitch thing yesterday. Carla, I didn't get to tune into your your thing for Dave's project.
Oh, it was really cool. So in our room, hey Charlie, who came into our room? It was really cool. Who are you having a conversation with? I forgot. Who came into the room when we were doing our live with Dave Ellison? He's busy eating. I'm totally bothering him right now. But DMC came in, and it was really awesome because I got to hear Charlie talk about stories from New York, like in Adidas and Beastie Boys and all that kind of stuff, and it was a cool experience. And then Alex Skolnick was in there, and they were playing some guitar and all that, and it was cool. It was fun. It was short but fun.
Yeah. That's cool.
So in the quarantine, I'm in Illinois and outside Chicago, and Heidi's in LA. So the quarantine here is, we don't know when it's going to end. They said till the end of April, but it's definitely going to be extended as well. So there's hot spots here in the US, New York, Chicago, Detroit, and LA are the hot spots here. So we'll probably all be in our homes till mid-May at least.
Oh, at least. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I've just been dwelling on it. I'm like, I'm over dwelling on it. Like,
yeah.
What are you guys all doing? Yeah. If okay, Bloodstock, you'll be front row. Fuck yeah. I'm definitely looking.
I hope that we can go on those. Oh, hi, Henry. I saw Henry go by in the background there.
He's doing some web work for us right now.
I was super excited to go to Europe and hit these festivals that we've never played before, like Bloodstock and Walking. So
one that we definitely need to get in on is Resurrection in Spain. Isn't that one in Spain?
I don't know. Is it? I haven't heard of that one. How come I haven't heard about it?
Oh, it's a big metal festival. I'm pretty sure it's Resurrection. Yeah, that one's it's a big one.
You guys, well, if Resurrection is there, ask everyone to put us on that. How can you describe your next album if you compare it with the last one? Ooh, it's kind of different, but so we always say that the greatest thing about our fan base is that you guys allow us the freedom to do whatever we want to do musically.
Yes.
If we feel like doing a ballad or something different, like when we put out Thrown Away, it was so completely different than anything we've ever written before, but so beautiful. And man, it's the coolest thing still to this day when we play it live after like one of our, really heavy songs. The same guys that are in the pit, same guys and girls that are in the pit will be crying for that.
In the front row. It's the funniest metalheads crying.
It's pretty awesome because, we're fans of all different kinds of music ourselves. Metal is our first love, obviously, and our main thing, but we love all kinds of music. So, to allow musicians to create what they want to create in the spur of the moment is such a gift. So we're really thankful for that. And so our new album is going to be very different.
The last thing that I ever want to do is put out the same album, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So evolving in our sound is super important to us. And so this particular album has a lot of different flavors. You're going to hear probably the softest Butcher Babies has ever been and the heaviest Butcher Babies has ever been. And that's just how we like to do it. To us, that's like the most fun. So yeah, we're really excited about showing you a couple different sides of us. When we first started this band, we were really young, and I mean that was over 10 years ago now, and it's a lot has changed. Our lives have changed drastically. I mean, Carla doesn't even live near me anymore. Just so much has changed. And so we have a lot of different things to talk about. we've lived crazy cool lives over the last 10 years, and there's a lot of unique things to kind of put into this album with those experiences over the past 10 years. And so I'm really excited to show you guys a real vulnerable side to the band.
I think it's kind of cool. When we first started writing, we wrote our first album, you know, we hadn't been a band for very long, and we wrote about experiences that we had separately, you know, in the past, but we've had this last decade together. So all the things that we write about now are the experiences that we've had together, growing up together, and
yeah,
you know, us against the world together, and all of our life changes now we've been through together. So it'll be, it's interesting to see the lyrical content of this album and the things that we haven't finished, where those will go with our new situations.
Yeah, it's pretty fun when we write together, because we will write about pretty much the same thing, and then we'll get together and it'll be like, oh, I actually started writing about that too. Yeah. So it works out really well.
We can literally finish each other's sentences while writing now, which is really cool. So if what?
I was just trying to finish your sentence.
Oh. But you know, if she has a great line or vice versa, the other one of us will be like, oh, I've got the perfect thing to go after. And that's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
And Henry comes up with great stuff as well. And
very intricate in writing a lot of melodies too. There's this new melody that he wrote that I'm super blown away by. He just keeps coming up with them. Even with Monsters Ball, that was his idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Henry's idea for that chorus, the Can't Stop Moving. I think that sometimes it's so, like, I feel like you and we think too much about lyrics sometimes. It has to be, you know,
oh yeah, has to be
perfect and, you know, very, and sometimes, you know, Henry will be like, no, can't stop moving, no, and that's okay, yeah, that's fucking catchy. Yeah. But sometimes I think we feel silly just saying something simple because we feel like it's not, you know, saying enough.
This isn't smart enough. Yeah, I know. Hey, from Barcelona, how are you? You know, last time we were in Spain, I have so many fond memories of Spain. Our very first time there in Barcelona, the promoter got us this hotel, and we got upgraded to a giant suite. And I remember we had champagne glasses that we poured beer in. I think, Carla, you were in a different room.
I was in a room with Talina, but all the rooms in that hotel, like after you've been on a tour just in a Sprinter for like hours on end, and you know, you're just going from festival to festival and no comforts at all, like being in a nice hotel was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was really, and then last time we were there, which was this past it was in like I think it was 2018, for the Female Metal Voices tour. We had a day off in Barcelona, and we went to the beach and had like wine on the beach, and just so beautiful. I love the architecture.
Yeah, no, it's great there. Someone asked advice for young musicians. And gosh, this perseverance, like you can't expect, you have to hone your craft. You have to work on whatever, you have to work on writing. If you're a singer, work on singing every day. If you're a guitar player, play every day. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, I moved to LA to be a guitar. Oh my gosh, what happened over there? I moved to LA when I was like 21 to play in a band. But I had to go through like 5 bands until I found, you know, Butcher Babies, until I met Heidi, and I met someone who was just as motivated as I was to be successful. That's also super important when you are picking your bandmates. You know, find people that are like-minded, that want it as bad as you do, and that are gonna be in for the long haul with you and not give up when it gets hard, because it's going to get hard. It's not, you know, glamorous. It's still hard, you know. I was just saying earlier, you know, like we are now faced with the prospect of, you know, making zero money until for the next year if touring doesn't start up again. So it's not always easy. It's not always glamorous. It's not always fun, but it is the greatest thing ever. If you can get, you know, 5 people together and write music together and get to travel the world together and be on stage together, it's a pretty incredible thing.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, as Carla said, perseverance, because you know there will always be someone telling you no. Always, 100% of the time, someone's gonna say no. They still say no, you know, and we've been doing this for over 10 years. It is just about pushing back against that no and saying, yes, 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 I will do this. I don't care if I don't fit in. I don't care if it's a 1 in a million type of thing, because everyone said that to us. Everyone said, there's no room for girls in metal. There's no, you know, you don't fit in. And then also there's a 1 in a million chance you'll ever make it. I mean, we're still trying to make it, as they say. You're never really satisfied in that, but it's just about pushing back against that no and screaming, yes, I can. And I think that it was really cool when we first started. We all had that mentality, and that's the reason. I mean, we just pushed and pushed and pushed, and we made people pay attention. and that is, it's just never ever give up. You know, I mean, we're not, you know, young musicians, and we weren't like super young when we started. I mean, Henry, when we started this band, was like what, 35, 36, something like that. No, wait, 33. How old were you? I don't know. He was in his 30s though. And you know, it's like, you know, it's never too late. You can always do this. Someone said if we have any new merch out. Yes, we just launched a new merch store last night, butcherbabiesmerch.com. Do you plan a European tour with the new album? Absolutely.
We just don't know when yet because of the state of the world, but we definitely want to get back out there. We love going to Europe. We had so much fun on our last European tour.
Oh, and the weather was actually really nice.
Oh my God, it was gorgeous. It was sunny every day, which is fun for us because we get to go explore, you know, Europe. It's like going on a you know, vacation.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at these COVID nails. I really, I'm so ashamed.
They look beautiful, Carla. Salud.
So what other questions do you guys have?
We're drinking our coffee. What are you guys drinking? Because it's like, you know, around 7, almost 7:30 p.m. there.
Oh, it's definitely wine o'clock there. I've been pacing myself with the wine. I make sure that I do everything first, and then I will not drink my wine until around 8 o'clock at night.
I was so tempted yesterday to pop a beer open at, it was like noon. I was so tempted. I'm like, no, get shit done. And we had everyone tuning in, and I'm like, okay, I can't be a total degenerate.
Sure you can.
I saw someone ask what kind of tour like last time with Cobra and the Lotus supporting our headliners. Well, there is talk of a headlining tour, but that's towards the end of the year, but we don't know what the state of the world is going to be at that time. So we're not sure yet. Do you think the music industry will be affected in the long term? Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, people are saying that, you know, large concerts are going to get back to normal till, well, I mean, even small concerts, just for another year and a half, they're saying, but who knows? I mean, this has never happened before, but 100% the music industry is going to take a giant hit on this. But I will say one thing is that when it's time, when it does come back, everyone's going to be hitting hard on that.
I hope so.
Oh, I think so. I mean, I want to go to a show. You know, I want to go and throw my horns. You know, I miss the pit. I miss that stuff. You know, Carla and I, when we're on tour, sometimes for other bands, you'll see us in the pit. It's pretty fun. got to be up at 2 a.m. for work, so not drinking right now. Okay, well,
what are we drinking? I'm drinking 4 shots of espresso over ice with agave. Well, it's almost gone now. Someone can bring me another one, please.
Just iced coffee. I woke up like 45 minutes ago, so I fell asleep on the couch last night.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was another one of those, I drank too much and now my brain is mashed potatoes. Well, there'll be new video clips soon. Actually, yes, we do have one in the bucket ready to go. We're just waiting for the right timing for everything. So we'll keep that, it's ready, but we just need to.
We had so much fun. We filmed one video, and now it's like we don't know when we're gonna be able to film the rest of our videos because of the way the world is right now. But we had a great time filming the one that we did film. We got to do so much cool stuff that we've never done, so I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Stunts, like fun stunts, like wear wires and stuff, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Yeah. Oh, Mexico, we miss you too.
We want to go back to Mexico so bad. We always have such a great time there. So hopefully we'll see you there soon too.
Yeah.
Where's everybody else at right now in the world? 5 favorite albums ever. Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. I'd say that my first #1 album has to be Welcome to the Jungle. Appetite for Destruction, which Welcome to the Jungle is on. But Appetite for Destruction was the first album that made me love music. I think Vulgar Display of Power has to be up there. Gosh, it's like totally being put on the spot.
One of my favorite albums is Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. I love pretty much every song on that. I love that they blended, and that I think came out in like 2013. That blended their old sound and their new sound together, and I really liked that album. It's hard to say my favorite because my favorites change all the time. I do have an Architects album actually right here that I really love. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I have you set up on my, this one right here. I love Architects. Let's see. That's such a hard question.
I know. My brain is so fried right now. I can't even think what even a band I like. What are your guys' favorite bands? Tell us. Baby song you enjoy the most. That's a hard one too. My favorite Butcher Baby song changes on a constant basis. Some that I really like to perform are The Butcher. I love performing that one. But I mean, I think I would be happy to perform any of our songs when we get back out there.
Yeah, it's hard to pick because it's like choosing between your children. But if I had to say, I absolutely love it when we play Jesus Needs More Babies for His War Machine and the crowd goes absolutely apeshit. It's so fucking fun. I mean, you just see bodies coming over the barrier.
Which is crazy because we've never really had that song come out on a real album. It was on our EP that, barely anyone has. I still think we should record that song sometime and put it as a hidden track.
Why not? I mean, it's like, now's kind of the perfect time too. We can do it.
Oh my God, Charlie is practicing drums up there. Can you hear that? I keep telling him, you have to space out your drumming time to my
the girlfriend moves in.
You can hear it.
Tells
them all over the house.
Calm down. Sing something. Carla, I have to tell you. So yesterday we worked out Lilith.
Is it pretty? Acoustic
style. Yes. So there's 2 different ways you can do it. It sounds very kind of like Johnny Cash-ish. And so if you sing it in a low register the whole time, it's very, very bluesy. If you add in more on the top register for the chorus, it kind of gives it a different feel. But it's really cool. And I think that if you and I were doing it together, that's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, that might even be fun to put on an album sometime, an acoustic version of one of the older songs.
Yeah, but I got a wild hair up my ass, and I was just like, let's try one of our heaviest songs and putting it into acoustic style, and it was really fun. It was interesting to work it out, but I want to do more of those.
Yeah.
Yes, someone asked if that was the No Doubt Tragic Kingdom album. Yes, so that album to me is one of my favorites because Gwen Stefani, first off, I love all the songs on that album. It's not necessarily a metal album, but when it came out, it was definitely a pioneer of its time, bringing the ska sound. And honestly, Gwen Stefani's a fucking badass. And I saw them live a long ass time ago, and I remember just being blown away by her stage presence, and I was like, I want to do that. And I still love her. I mean, I went and saw her for my birthday 2 years ago. So I just love No Doubt, one of my favorite bands. Another of one of my favorite albums is Iowa by Slipknot. I would say Slipknot was my introduction to metal. I grew up in the new metal era. So I remember I would sneak away to the skate park when I was really young. I would tell my parents I was going on a run because I was a track athlete. And I would go to the skate park and hang out with the skater kids. And it was so much fun. And I remember seeing a Slipknot shirt. One of the guys, because during this era, the skater kids were like into heavy metal. Like, I think now they're more in like hip hop-ish, but it was like heavy metal. And one of the kids was wearing, and like big baggy Jinkos. One of the kids was wearing a Slipknot shirt, and I remember seeing it, and it was kind of like frightening. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm always kind of like inspired by fear and the things that scare us. And so Slipknot became one of my favorites. One of the Korn albums I borrowed from a friend, and my mom, Carla knows this story, but my mom found it in my closet and broke it in front of my face. And she actually really likes Korn now.
It's funny, like I found a diary. I think I sent it to Heidi.
Yeah.
A diary entry from when I was a kid, and I was in my room, and I was pissed off, and I was being grounded because I got in a fight with my stepdad. But I put in the little note that my mom wanted me to take all my heavy metal posters down because she said I'm not the same anymore. And I was like, but these metal posters are not coming down. They can't come down. So silly, but it's so funny to think that now, like, can you imagine if our parents knew then what they knew now? Like that we would become, metal singers. It's not just a phase, Mom.
Yeah, well, it's really fun now because my parents, our whole family's come to our shows when we're in the area. My family has a metal off every time. See who can dress the most metal. They're so funny. My mom will put like red streaks in her hair. She's just so fun. Like a corset over a Butcher Baby shirt. They're so funny. I saw a question here. What artist would you like to work with? There's a lot.
There's so many. Again,
I honestly would love to do a hip hop metal.
Same. I was just thinking too. I would love to work with Ice-T. I love Body Count.
Oh yeah.
I would love to work with Body Count.
Body Count would be sick. That's actually not far off from a possibility. I would love to do a collab with Run the Jewels.
We love Run the Jewels. So one thing you guys might not know about me and Heidi is before we go on stage, we listen to all kinds of hip hop and rap, and I don't know what it is about that. When we're getting ready, putting our makeup on together, that's what we love to listen to. Occasionally but we are used to our go-to pre-show song before was Attila.
Yeah, Party with the Devil. Oh my God,
so silly. we had a little dance we would do before we went on stage just to be silly. But then it was Run the Jewel. What's the name of that Run the Jewel song that we always? Can we even say it?
I don't remember what it's called.
It's got some bad lyrics in it. So, but I don't know. It's just listening to that before we go on stage gets us in the mood.
Oh yeah. I saw someone ask what our favorite European metal fest is. Well, I have a favorite.
What's your favorite?
My favorite was Hellfest.
Oh, I did. Hellfest is the best. I love it.
And I think it was just the experience too, being main stage. Like we played right before ZZ Top, and then like
I love Copenhagen too.
Copenhagen was really fun. I thought that was I just love Copenhagen. I think it's a beautiful, like it's a cool area, and but Hellfest was crazy cool because we were main stage, and there was a fucking catwalk. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do on a catwalk? It was so. I remember when I saw the stage, I'm like, oh my god, I do not know how to work a catwalk. But
on the catwalk,
do my little
take my little tush.
Yeah.
On the catwalk. That was a big ass drop, and usually we go into the crowd after, you know, during the last song we'll go to the crowd and we'll go out. So I looked down.
It was like 20 feet.
It was like 20 feet. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I think I ran around the back and I went down the stairs, which took like forever. But
I think what I did is I kind of did like a James Bond move or something, and I like hoisted myself down, and then one of the security guards grabbed me and helped me.
Yeah, I looked down and I had a thought to like jump down, and then I was like, I remember the one time I did jump down on a security guard and he like landed flat on the ground.
You pancaked him?
I better not try this from a 20-foot drop. It might end up bad.
Someone asked, which bands have you enjoyed on a joint tour? Like which bands we toured with? One of my favorites is Amaranth. We're still super close with them.
Yeah. I loved touring with Danzig. That was one of my favorite tours, just because I love Danzig so much. I was fun to watch the show every night.
We watched every night, and then one night that there was one night that we didn't watch, and he actually sent someone off to make sure that we were okay because we weren't side stage. I love Danzig. Good person. Great front man too.
Someone also asked if we liked Dave Mustaine, and the answer is yes. He was beyond nice to us when we toured. That was also one of my favorite tours. There were so many great bands on that tour, and he was just exceptional to us.
Yeah, he treated us with great respect. I have nothing but the utmost admiration for that guy.
Dave Ellison is great too. Everyone in that band is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was cool because he treated an opening band, so well. It stuck in my mind is how I want to make sure that I treat opening bands when we're touring. And I remember after that, like every headlining tour we've done after that, I've made sure to just be like, hey, go chit chat with the opening bands, get to know them, because it's just important, and when you show love and camaraderie that way, it trickles down. It's just little dominoes going down. So another band that we loved touring with,
Cradle of Filth was awesome.
Oh, that was so fun. Yeah.
Super fun tour.
The Mayhem Festival 2013 was so much fun. Summer camp. I don't know if anything can top that.
Marilyn Manson was crazy because he's crazy in a good way. And that was our first big tour. And when we got the news that we were going to do that tour, we just lost it. We all love Manson, and our drummer at the time, that was his favorite band ever, favorite person ever. So he was just so excited.
Do you remember when we told him that we got that tour?
Oh yeah, I think we were on another. Were we?
Yeah,
on another
we were
tour
on a headlining tour with, and we brought up Gemini Syndrome.
Oh, that's right.
And
that
then,
little tour.
Yeah, and then we got the news that we had it, and Chris was napping. We talked about this yesterday, actually. Chris was napping, and we went and woke him up, like, dude, we need to talk. And he was like, what? Because he was asleep. And then we're like, well, we're going on tour with Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
We always made fun of Chris because he would sleep and he would wake up and he would look like he would have makeup running down his face and just be all sweaty. And he'd say, "Oh, the drag queen's awake." So that was a really exciting time. Your first tours are just so cool. It's like you're finally getting the chance to live the lifestyle that you've dreamed about for years, and it's completely different than what you imagined because it's really hard work. It's more work than you ever imagined. but it's still just the most incredible time in your life when you're a young musician.
They said, are we writing new music in quarantine? Yes, we are. There's one I'm especially excited about. It's called Red Thunder. I mean, that's not going to be the title. That's just the working title we have right now. I'm so excited about that one. Favorite food?
Chicken wings.
I
love chicken wings.
Indian food's my fave. Or sushi. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like all food.
I can't wait to be able to go out and like eat out in the real world again and go out for sushi dates.
There's this Jewish place Carla and I would go to by my house, and when we take Toki on walks, I'll walk by it sometimes, and they have the best turkey wraps, and I'm like,
oh, they have the best turkey wraps.
I don't know what it is, if it's like sweet pickles they put on it, but it was so good.
I think that's the trick right there.
Have you ever butched someone?
Well, we can't talk about that, can we? Not on Instagram Live.
There's only one rule in Butcher Babies. You don't talk about Butcher Babies. Just kidding.
There's a few band members missing now, if you catch my drift.
Your hair is beautiful. I'm assuming they're talking to you because I haven't washed my hair.
Well, we both have beautiful hair. So. Thanks, guys.
What is everyone doing tonight? Because it's nighttime over there. What are you all doing? You going to concerts? Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, that was mean, Heidi.
I know.
So mean.
So I'm wearing my Peter Steele shirt. Ugh. Yeah. Have you discovered some hobbies during quarantine?
I honestly feel like my life is one big hobby. You know, it's all art and music, and it's like I think that both of us have been so busy working on what we usually do that we haven't had a chance to do anything new. I've started cooking a lot more than I ever have before in my life. I make dinner for Charlie and his daughter almost every night, and I really enjoy it. And it's become less of a stressful thing and more of a fun thing for me. So I guess I could consider that kind of a new hobby.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing too. I think I'm just catching up on work. So I haven't discovered any new hobbies. I mean, I definitely go out on walks a lot more to take Toki out. That little lady gets like 3 walks a day now. So she's lucky.
That's life.
Lilith is a great album. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love that album. That's definitely my favorite album of ours.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. I like them all.
If I had to pick a favorite song on Lilith, I would probably say, no one asked that, but I'm just kind of saying, I don't know. It's hard. I can't choose. From 0 to 10, what is your level of danger?
11, baby.
Yeah, turn that baby to 11. Des said it best. Pets win. Yes, they do. Yes, yes, yes. They are winning in this for sure. So many treats. So many walks.
Dogs or cats? Dogs, 100%. Cats are weird.
Oh, how is the 24-hour live on Twitch? Awesome. We raised a lot of money for Music Cares. I'm super excited. Our fan base is awesome. We went from 0 followers to 300, so that was kind of cool. But we're going to do it again for my birthday, which is next Friday. And we're going to be donating 50% of the tips to Music Cares, which of course is a foundation that is helping take care of us musicians as our tours have been canceled or postponed. Ours is postponed so far. So,
pancakes or waffles? Waffles.
Oof. Yeah, waffles. I don't like pancakes. I don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of either.
Yeah. I don't even really like French toast. I like
French toast. Yeah, add French toast to that. French toast is the answer. Do you all also make fans feel special too? I don't know. Do we?
I hope so. I hope so.
Top 3 favorite female fronted bands. I've always loved PJ Harvey since I was a kid. She's like all around the shit. She plays like every single instrument and sings her ass off.
Yeah. Hole. I don't know. No doubt. I'm gonna go old school here just because it is. Alanis Morissette. Favorite band nowadays? I honestly, like, it changes so much. I love Sleep Token. I've been really, really digging Sleep Token. My favorite band of all time is Slipknot, but favorite now. Who else have I been jamming to? Oh my god, I can hear Charlie playing.
All day.
That's funny. I saw someone asked, our first time seeing was Danzig in El Paso. Couldn't use our phones. Oh, that's right.
What show was that?
It was Danzig in El Paso.
Oh yeah, he didn't like cell phone.
Yeah, it was at like Tricky Falls or something like that.
I love Tricky Falls. I remember that show in particular because our sound guy was in the middle and the whole thing was moving. Remember the pit was so crazy that the soundboard was getting moved around.
Yes, because the pit
insane.
Was so crazy that the soundboard, like the barrier, was crushing into it, and he's just like kind of rolling around with it. That was fun.
Yeah. I have heard of the Leyendas del Rock. I think Anthrax is scheduled to play that one. I think it's a pretty awesome festival. We'd love to play that one too. That would be sick. Any chance to go to Spain, I'll take it.
Yeah. Favorite? Gosh, yeah, I would say a kind of a new, when I thought it was really cool how Sleep Token was releasing their last album, and every 2 weeks I was so excited. At dawn, I was just really, really excited about seeing the new Sleep Token songs. I think that they're great, and when I went and saw them live, they were here with Issues, and I remember I like begged to be put on the list because tickets were like $70 and I'm poor. And they put us on the list. They were really sweet. And we went and I got there early. They were the first band, and so and there were like 6 bands on that bill, so I got there super early to see Sleep Token, and we got there right as they hit the first note. Like, we walked in, perfect timing. It was crazy cool. It was awesome.
Favorite meal on tour. So this is something like going to Europe, they have all the food made for you already, and it's awesome when it's like grilled chicken, salad. I feel like a lot of times if you have catering, it's like all pizza, lasagna, and no one wants to eat that before they go on stage. Maybe after.
Yeah.
But finding healthy food on tour for me is like super important.
Yeah, I would say favorite meal though. I like to make those like pre-made salads. Those are really good. But there is I think it's called the Matrix in Germany.
Oh, the best.
They always have the best catering. It's always so good. They have like, every time that we get booked there, I'm like, yes, we are going to be eating good in the neighborhood. That place is bomb as fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Matrix in Bochum. Yeah, that place is great. I'm almost out of my coffee. What the heck?
I know. I need to stop playing games and get here and make some.
Sweden, what's up? We love our Swedes.
We had a great time last time we went there. I can't wait to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got really sick, though. I actually went to the doctor there. It was my first time ever going to a doctor anywhere in Europe. Remember, I was really sick. Remember when I had what did I have, bronchitis or something, and I had to go there in Sweden?
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Someone said Swede metal is the best metal. Actually, I was listening to one of our favorite Swede bands. Well, we love Amaranth, we love In Flames, but Avatar. I was listening to Avatar last night.
Someone asked what we would take on a desert island, and I mean, I would take my man probably because I get bored. Who am I going to talk to? A coconut?
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, if you had to be deserted, what would you take?
Probably sunblock.
Oh, sunblock. That's funny.
I don't want to get, you know.
There was someone asked, what do you think of the role of women in metal? I mean,
I think it sucks. I don't think girls should be in metal.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of us now, so we're not leaving. I think, it's funny because when we first started and people called us female fronted metal, I would get offended. I was like, that's stupid. This is like, we are a metal band, you know? And now I don't care. I really don't care. I think now I'm kind of more honored to be a part of women rising in the metal scene. I think that it's a cool thing. We've created this fun little girls club and we all really fight for each other. Yes, Amon Amarth. We've toured with them twice. Love that Swedish band. But that's like, you know, I'm happy and proud to be in this movement. I'm happy and proud to be a chick in a metal band. I think it's fun. I don't know what it's like to be a dude in a metal band, so I can't, you know, say like what's the difference here. But yeah, I'm not offended by the term female fronted metal anymore. I just don't care. You know, I just think that, you know, it's just we're a metal band with 2 chicks in it. And it's pretty fun. Yes, in Barcelona, the Salas. Yeah, it was kind of a smaller place, right?
Yeah. That was the first time we went there.
We need to pull up Lilith and see like what songs are on that one.
I still love just the song Lilith. Korova is awesome.
Oh yeah.
There's just so many. Oceana's beautiful. Controller is so much fun to perform.
Yeah, Controller is really fun and bouncy. You know what is a really fun one, and the boys were so excited when they wrote it, was Underground and Overrated. And Carla and I had a really fun time writing that too.
Yeah.
It's from the mind of a psychopath.
Literally.
I know, green nails. I actually...
It's so funny that you have green nails because the last time I went to get my nails done, I almost got obnoxious green nails.
Really?
Yeah, for the first time ever. I kept looking at the color and I'm like, I really want that, but I'm going to get sick of it.
I did get sick of it. I've been like peeling it and like writing it. But this always happens with Carla and I, okay? So we'll show up to rehearsal or something and we'll be wearing almost the exact same thing.
And it'll be something that we haven't worn in like 10 years and then we'll just pull out of our closet at the same time.
Like a machine shop shirt or something.
Weird. Weird.
Have you ever had, Have you ever had a strange experience with some fans? Yes. Everyone acts a little different, you know, but we have had, there are some fans, old fans that aren't even, their pictures are up at the door to not let them in. Like that's happened before, unfortunately. But I think overall, I don't even like the word fans. I like the word friends because I do consider like, you know, our fans are friends and I do consider us like a family. But
even sometimes family members cross the line.
For sure. Absolutely. When are we going to get some new music? Is this pandemic pushing the album back? To be honest, yes, it has pushed it back a little bit. But we're just waiting for the right time, and we don't know when that right time is going to be yet. Like we said, and everyone knows, we're living in unprecedented times, so we don't know what the right time and what the right move is. So we're just kind of trying to put our heads together.
Yeah. We got to feel it out for the next month and see how it goes.
Do we collaborate with any charitable organizations? Yeah, as much as possible. One that I really want to, but it's kind of hard because our band name is Butcher Babies. I really want to work with St. Jude's Hospital, you know, uh, working with kids with cancer, I think would be just like the utmost, I would feel like so proud to be a part of something like that. But you know, we are donating 50% of our tips off of Twitch for Music Cares.
We've done a lot of charitable things in the past, like Pig Collectors Against Cancer and all kinds of stuff. We do stuff for breast cancer. We always try to take part in charity events whenever we can.
Yeah, it's important to us to be able to give back in that regard. You know, Carla and I also were both hosts, and we've done a lot of. I was a radio DJ. Carla did TV hosting, and you know, she's done red carpet hosting. You've probably seen her, Revolver, Metal Hammer, and you know, for us, it's important for us to be able to use our voices. You know, not just in our bands, but we have, you know, spoken to large groups in many different aspects. So for us to be able to use our voices for charity is important. 5 minutes left. No.
Hey, you guys, if you have any burning questions, ask them now because we only have a few minutes.
This keeps happening.
Butterfingers over there.
Burning questions, guys. I've got a burning question for all of you. What is your favorite Butcher Baby song? Go. It's been really fun though. Thank you so much for house tour before we end. Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
It's really
I'll show you. Look at this is my favorite thing in the house. It's Han frozen in carbonite.
Pretty cool. We have our in-home studio right here. This is where a lot of the magic happens, a lot of the writing. Most important in the house, my bar, my wine rack, which is almost empty.
It's Frankenstein and his bride.
This is
pinball machine. So if you guys want to come over and play some Iron Maiden pinball or some Beatles pinball or Monsters pinball, this is like the game room here. Some of Charlie's guitars up there. He plays guitar all night.
Guitars.
And I would show you my art studio if I was upstairs, but I'm not upstairs, and this will end before I get there.
Doing some recording. My house is kind of small, but I'll show you beautiful Los Angeles real quick. It's actually really gloomy today, so but yeah, it's starting to rain. It never really rains here, so.
Ooh, it's actually sunny here today, so we switched.
What's going on? Do you think
you guys want to see the dog? My baby.
Yeah, we'll see it walking. Toki, come here. Tokes. There's Gypsy.
Your name is Gyps.
Come here, Tokes. Come here. See? Oh. Everyone wants to say hi.
Hi, Tokes.
If you're
stuck in an alien ship, what are you gonna do?
Build a home.
Be prepared for the. What do they always do to you when you're the aliens? They probe you.
Oh yeah, prepared to be probed.
Prepare to be probed.
Yeah, it's my house is just like pretty much a couple of rooms. And tomorrow I'm gonna be we're gonna be doing the morning brew, 8 a.m. our time, so it's gonna be kind of, you know, you guys will be awake.
Yeah, follow us on our Instagrams, Carla Harvey, Heidi Shepherd, Butcher Babies. We're doing some really fun stuff. I'm doing art lessons and drinking draws with you guys. Heidi's doing a morning brew tomorrow, all kinds of good stuff. So just follow us for updates and follow us for updates on our new album.
Thank you, Metal Circus, Metal Hammer, doing all this. It's really cool to see the music community coming together. Thank you, Danny. It's cool to see the community really bonding over this. So thank you for thinking of us. And you guys have a wonderful night. Cheers. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.